Most people know that I'm insanely positive when it comes to XRP and the predictions that we have here. Now, some people might not agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. You can have your own opinion. I'm not going to fight against it. I'm going to tell you what I believe, and I'll tell you that you're making a mistake, but you are definitely free to make whatever mistake you should make in life, right? That's how you learn from those mistakes. I've made plenty of them. But XRP will be worth a lot more than people think. And when it gets to some of these levels, of $1 trillion, $2 trillion, $3 trillion, and so on, what will the price be for XRP as we see it? Now, guys, if you could, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, @Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Now, also, don't forget about my link for BTCC, which is down in the description. It honestly is a very good platform. I put through a couple of trades today that I honestly don't really like to show what those trades are, because typically when you show those trades, you see the market really go against it for a little bit, and I just want to see it remain positive. But I guess I'll go ahead and do that. I've made a couple of trades, and I have some through for XRP, for AVAX, for Kronos, that are all positive right now after we saw a little bit of a drop earlier today. So let's cross our fingers that things stay the same. But what you could do on this platform is you could leverage trade. You can trade outright. You can do a 10x leverage, a 20x leverage, a 100x leverage, a 500x leverage if you wanted to. I don't recommend those higher leverages, but you can make some of these moves to essentially be able to make more money out of the money that you have. So feel free to check it out. Make sure you educate yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll try and answer as many as I can. But it is a great platform. You'll get extra stuff, 10% deposit bonus, extra bonuses, and up to 40% lower trading fees. So again, feel free to check it out. Link is at the top of the description. But I saw an article here from the Crypto Basic that talked about XRP's price if Ripple surpasses Google, Apple, and Microsoft. Now, Google, Apple, and Microsoft, you're looking at trillion-dollar companies, things that are worth a lot more than where XRP stands, even more than where Bitcoin stands right now, right? So with that being said, as we see where XRP is right now, how much or what would the price be at some of these levels? So I'm going to go through this, and then I'm going to go through the kind of the reverse way of looking at it. Typically people like to scale up where they go from $1 trillion to $2 trillion to $3 trillion or whatever. But we're going to look at these companies and then we're going to scale back to maybe what would be reality for a lot of people, right? So to explore this, we asked Grok, right? They asked the AI chatbot to help us understand the XRP price and might look like in such situations. Currently, XRP is trading at $2.37, around $58.62 billion tokens in circulation, putting its total market cap value of 138 or almost $139 billion. Grok compared XRP's current market cap to Ripple's estimated value, with XRP's market cap sitting around 138 or 139 billion, and Ripple's valued at 10.88 billion. Grok arrived at a ratio roughly 12.77. This means that XRP's market cap is about 12.77 times larger than Ripple's valuation today. Using that ratio, Grok suggested that Ripple reached Google's market cap of 2.2 trillion. XRP's market value could grow around 25.81 trillion dollars. Dividing that by the current supply, the tokens would give XRP a price of about $440.46. However, Ripple grew to Apple's level, $3.15 trillion. Grok said XRP could reach 687. Meanwhile, the most ambitious case of Ripple would be Microsoft, 3.37 trillion. Grok predicted that the price about $735.58 for XRP. Now, obviously, these prices, they're great, right? I would love to see them, but what we need to do is kind of scale it back a little bit. Don't look at the parent company of Ripple. Yes, you can look at that and you can look at however you want to, compare it however you want to, look at the multipliers there, but we do see those multipliers tend to shrink as you do see the company grow in a way. But if we look at XRP where it stands right now, again, $2.38, $2.37 or so, $139 billion market cap, 3.9, almost $4 billion worth of volume with a circulating supply of 58, let's say 59 billion coins. Now, when I do my math, I like to look at where the circulating supply is right now, and I could say, oh, at a $10 price, it'll be a $500 billion market cap. About a $20 price, it'll be about $1 trillion, a little bit over $1 trillion market cap. So basically saying that when it reaches $1 trillion, it'll be somewhere around a $20 price point, which is not bad at all, right? For anybody that's holding hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, you're able to gain so much more with that, right? Just by looking at that as an investment side of it. Now, if you're looking to use it and see the progression of that, that's a whole nother story. And you can value that however you want to value it. But the way that I like to look at it is fully diluted. I like to look at it with 100% of the supply that is out there. I know it's difficult to look at it that way because we haven't seen a billion added per month like it was said to be. But if we saw a lot that was held out there and we look at the worst case scenario, the worst situation when it comes to the supply, it gives us kind of the best outcome when it comes to our expectations on the price. So if it gets to $1 trillion market cap, to make things very simple, with 100 billion coins that's out there, we would be seeing a $10 price point, which honestly isn't bad. I want to see $10 to $20 overall. I want to see $100 of a max. But seeing 100 billion coins that's out there at a $10 price point, we would then be looking at a $1 trillion market cap. Absolutely fantastic. That's where the price would be. However, if we do see this grow even more to 20 to 30 to 40, right, we're looking at 200, or we're looking at a $2 trillion market cap, a $3 trillion market cap, and so on and so forth. So can we see this get to a $10 trillion market cap to essentially be worth $100 per coin? And the answer to that is yes. I think that we'll see this progress. I think we'll see it get become worth more, way more than a $1 trillion market cap. Definitely be worth a lot more there when you're looking at not only Ripple's case and where it's worth right now, but looking at XRP and the use, right? XRP is going to expand further than what Ripple is, right? I think we're going to end up seeing reserves that are held from the escrow that we have from Ripple, and it will make Ripple's value a lot stronger and a lot more lucrative, I guess, whatever word I'm looking for a lot of investors that are silent investors, and hopefully public investors as well once that does become public. I think it will be big for Ripple. I think it will be big for XRP holders. And if you're looking for it for just these specific gains, understand that it will be worth multiple trillions of dollars, right? And I've broken down exactly why I believe that to be so, the different things that are going to be done with it, that we're going to see usable throughout time. But it doesn't mean that everything is going to be that case. It's going to be used in that manner. But I do believe that we're going to see some of those things, at least some of those things, get touched on. And we will see massive gains on the investment side as well as the use case side. So to answer your question, what will it be at a $1 trillion market cap? We're looking at either a $10 to $20 price, right? Between those levels at a $1 trillion market cap. Not bad at all, especially sitting at $2.37, especially for the people that bought earlier at 50 cents. You're going to see so much out of this, and I'm so happy for you, and I hope that you're able to get the most out of what you have. It doesn't mean that you have to sell at the top. It just means that you're getting the most out of what you feel you can get the most out of. Guys, if you could, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, again, check out my links for BTCC down below, Patreon, Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.